Here we are in Gay's office.
Yep, and on a beautiful day in Southern California. And I'm here with my beloved, who just got back from Santa Cruz this afternoon.
Yep.
So having a big welcome home.
Yeah, and we're very excited about trying out this new technology. We've been watching it develop over the last several months, and so we're really interested to see how it works, and we also are going to be introducing it to you a little bit at a time. So we want to get your feedback, and particularly we want to get your feedback about whether you can hear both of us, because we're using one microphone tonight. That'll be different in the future, but right now we're using one microphone, so I'm sort of huddling over here and
We couldn't find our little splitter that splits the signal
Yeah.
in half.
yeah.
I wanted
Oh,
to.
great audio. Oh, good.
Oh,
Thank
good.
you.
Excellent.
Thanks.
I wanted to tell you a little bit about a couple of aspects of this that we're going to be doing. One of the main reasons we're doing this, of course, is to kind of spread the word about creating conscious relationships. Katie and I have what we call our 500-year plan, where we want to give people tools and techniques that will change your relationships right now, but we also want to create a climate now in this lifetime that can reach forward into the future and can help people of the future not have to make some of the same mistakes that human beings have had to make relationship-wise up until now. One of the things we're going to be doing tonight is taking you through a process that's a whole new way. It's kind of a taste of a whole new way we're working with now of solving challenging relationship problems. And the advantage of it is that it has a way of getting underneath the level of spoken communication, where, you know, sometimes you can go round and round and round in circles trying to solve a problem, and you talk it to death and that kind of thing. And so one of the things that Katie and I are doing in this program is gradually revealing to the world a whole new paradigm that we've created, that we're working on a book on now, and that so throughout this year we're going to be bringing one more chunk of the paradigm into play when we get together on these sessions, so you'll be able to help invent with us this new paradigm that we're bringing out into the world. So one of our colleagues calls it conscious loving for the 21st century. So it's a very
Love that.
exciting new set of tools and techniques. Doesn't taste like vinegar.
And yes, we do have a stake in this company, just
Yes.
as full disclosure.
They're local people here in Ojai. We're highly supportive of our Ojai neighbors. Ojai only has about 3 businesses. We have to support them all completely to the max. We're one of them, too.
Yeah, that's true.
So let's see if we see any questions coming in here.
You know, while you're-
Crystal says she loves Ojai.
Oh,
Wonderful.
wonderful.
Oh, and Peter says, I love that stuff. Excellent. Great. So it sounds like it's getting into your
I
area.
love that commercial break for the drink. Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Now you can all. I love water too, and we drink a lot of it.
This evening's master class brought to you by Water and Kefira.
So here's one of the things I'd like to have you add to the exploration that you were just doing. I'd like you to notice, when you think of your issue, which of these centers lights up the most for you, or you can feel the most going on. So if it's your throat center, that's great. If it's your heart center, that's great. If it's your stomach area, that's great. And what I'd like to invite you to do is to bring your curious attention and your breath to that area. So you're literally kind of fluffing it the way that you would fluff a pillow. And imagine that you've got a pillow here in your throat, or you've got a pillow in your chest area, your heart area, or you have a pillow in your belly, and you're lightly fluffing it with your breath and your attention. You're being curious, so you're really resting your awareness not on the issue in your mind, but where you're experiencing that in your body, and bringing that easy breathing and your I wonder what's just wondering what your body might have to tell you about that. So let yourself just do that for a few minutes while we're continuing.
One of the things that when Kathleen and I got together 30 years ago, I was really into breathing, and she was really into movement, and
True.
it was such a great combination because I was totally convinced that if people on Earth only knew about this one thing about breathing, how they
Yep.
could use breathing in
Yep.
transformation, it would change humanity. And
And
she
I,
would,
of course, thought that movement skills were going to change the world. And
so together we now are obsessed with breathing and moving skills, plus a lot of other things too.
we have another question. My wife and I travel often. What are your suggestions to reconnect when we get back together? This is really interesting because I was just traveling and I just got back this afternoon. And what I found is that even as connected as we feel, that when I'm off doing something else and I come back, there is this how are you and how am I and
Hmm.
who are we together? And so what we did this afternoon was really give ourselves a chance to simply connect, where we weren't doing anything else, where we weren't trying to do business or catch each other up on phone calls. We were really just taking the time to reconnect. And one of the things that's really helpful for that is, what am I feeling? What's been going on for me? What do I want to communicate? And being willing to listen to the other. And we got reconnected in a really juicy way very quickly.
One thing, also, another way to answer that question is here's what not to do. Based
Yeah.
on several thousand sessions with couples over the years, let's see, how about you role play coming in and saying, back from your trip and how wonderful it is
Yeah.
to see me again?
Okay. All right. Hey, hi, darling. I'm back from my trip. It's sure great to see you.
Yeah, but the upstairs toilet is broken. Now, that little conversation right there, we've heard hundreds of different versions about that from people that said, I just wanted to connect,
Yeah.
and I got hit with an onslaught of all of the things that had gone wrong with the kids, the dryer, the washer,
Right.
the car.
There's always that
And
stuff.
so, one thing that we really highly recommend is to create a little intimacy zone quickly after you get back. It doesn't even have to be
Yeah,
it doesn't need to be
yeah,
5 minutes even, but just
just
connecting with each other so that you get your cells humming in harmony with each other again. It doesn't take a long time.
I was just realizing that one of the ways that I really connect with you is through your voice. And so just being up next to you and feeling the vibration of your voice, then I get back into harmony with you. And I imagine that everybody has some favorite way of connecting. And if you really just give yourself just a few minutes of that, then you can come back into connection with each other.
And that may be a good place to come in for a landing tonight. I really want to thank all of you for being with us on this grand, wonderful experiment, especially those of you that are, what do you call them, early adopters that jump in first. And I see 250 of you around the world that have joined us tonight. And
so also in future, want to let you know that we plan to record these. But what I'm really excited about is doing a kind of live partner transformation facilitation where we can be where we are and you are where you are, and we can all join our consciousness to create a whole new kind of harmonious relationship on the planet. So I'm really excited about this going forward.
we're very excited about it because in order for our 500-year plan to succeed, a few million of us have to have a 5-year plan succeed, which is, in my estimation, a great 5-year plan in anybody's life is to create an openness to experiencing quantum the amount of love 5 years from now that you are experiencing right now. And maybe you don't know how to make it happen yet, but I can tell you that from a lot of experience, anything you're willing to wonder about can come true.
So thank you very much for joining us tonight. We've got people really from all over the world, and I really appreciate you tuning in, and we'll let you know when the next one comes. It's going to be the next first Monday of the month.
All right, much love to all of you. Good night.
Mwah.